Good morning, beautiful, 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 beautiful people. How are you all doing today? Happy Sunday. I hope that it is a great and wonderful and sunny and bright and luscious Sunday for you all. And I hope you get to rest and relax and praise. If you praise on Sunday, if you praise on Saturday, whenever you do it, just praise God in spirit and in truth. Okay. So today I just want to tell a story from childhood that I think is funny because it just speaks to who I was as a child. Okay, so this is around the time when like American soldiers were in Iraq, right? And then, it was heavy on the news. Even in the Caribbean, we were like keeping on track or keeping up to date with everything that was going on in the news. And so, there were troops headed there and there were troops already there and all the things happening with, the war there. And so I don't know where this phrase came about. Like, I have no idea, like, where this phrase came about. But for some reason, your girl decided to just, I don't know if I heard it from somebody else. I don't know if I made it up. Like, I don't know what happened, but it's just started to just say Iraqis, Kakalakis, in like all around my cousins, all around the community, all around the neighborhood. And in in the Caribbean, or like in St. Lucia specifically, Kakalakis means like your private area as a woman. And so that was just one of the most vulgar things, especially as a young girl growing up in the church, a young girl growing up in the Seventh-day Adventist religion. That is just one of the most vulgar things you can ever say, like that could come out of your mouth. And it was coming out of my mouth with no shame. I was just like, why? I still to this day don't get it. But I was saying it, and I feel like my brother just got so tired of me. And so he was like, Casey, you keep saying this. I'm going to tell dad. Like, I'm going to tell dad that you've been saying this and you've been saying this vulgar thing like all the time. And I don't know, like, I just did not believe that my bro would tell my dad. Like, I was just like the broski usually don't snitch on me. So like I was just like, I don't believe this. Like, so I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. And so I'm all around the place, Iraqis, all around the place saying this word, not believing that my brother would tell on me. And eventually he did. And as you can imagine, growing up in the Caribbean, I got one of my very few spankings for saying that. And it was just, I honestly don't know to this day why I said those words. I don't know to this day why I felt the need to just not listen to my brother, to like challenge him and keep going. But I did, and I got the belt for it. But I'm just saying all this to say that, I was a little bit stubborn in the youth. I was a little bit rebellious in the youth, or my younger days, and just a little glimpse of life growing up in the Caribbean, growing up in St. Lucia. It was a time, and honestly, there's so many things that I should have gotten spankings for, but I was just spared because the broski didn't snitch sometimes, or the grace of God covered me. But yeah, honestly, every time I think about, those mistakes that I made, the lessons that I've learned and all of these things, it's what shaped me to be who I am today, and it's what shaped me to be able to face the things that I can face and endure the things that I can endure with God by my side. And so I just want to say this all to say that don't discredit your failures and your mistakes, and don't, shy away from them. I definitely feel like we should just learn from them. We should learn from our mistakes and learn from the places where we have fallen short, and learn from the pit holes in our path or in our journey. But to completely disregard them and to show an aspect of our lives and ourselves when we only get to the place of success, when we only get to the place of overcoming, when we only get to the mountaintop, just to show ourselves at the mountaintop and not the journey there, and to show, the things that we have been through to get us to the place that we are, the things that we have been through to get us to the mindset that we have. I think we're doing ourselves a disservice, and we're doing other people a disservice. And so, there have been, when I look back in my life and I see the places where God has brought me from, I cannot help but be grateful and thankful for his blessings, for his mercy, for his grace, and for his favor over my life. And that gratefulness will not reign in my heart if I didn't remember the things that I've said, and the things that I've done, and the places that I've gone, and the, type of environment I used to be in that was just not in alignment to what he wanted, where he wanted me to be, what he wanted me to say, what he wanted me to sing, or, everything that I have done that just wasn't in alignment to his word. And so I definitely think it's important to let people know about your mistakes along the journey, and not just show the finish line, and not just show the bright lights, camera, action, I'm ready, the makeup's on, the everything. But show the process, because it lets people know that it is a process, and you don't just get there overnight, and you don't, and I'm not even saying that I'm there, because daily, it's a struggle. Daily, there's still a battle. And just having God be the center of your life, and be the source of your strength to endure and to resist temptations, and knowing that he will never give you more than you will bear, and that he will give you a means of escape in the midst, is just comfort and peace. But it's definitely still a wrestle between flesh and the spirit to stay on the path that God has set forth ahead of me. And so I ain't there yet, but daily striding and striving. So yeah, I just want to encourage you all with that today. I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful and beautiful and beautiful day, and know that you are beautiful and worthy and chosen and called and loved by the Most High God. And know that I love you all, but God love you more. I love you all, but God love you more. He love you more. He love you more. Okay, stop. Alrighty. Bye. Have a great, and wonderful day.